All right, we're on. We're recording. All right. Now that the recording's on, you're all going to be silent, right? I know it. Who got a question? Who want to talk about what?
I'm
Screenshots,
proposing
trades,
a name change for the mentees.
name change for the mentees. Okay. What's that? What's on your mind?
The Avi8ors.
Oh, no way. I love it.
I like it.
It's taken me back to my previous
I
career.
do too.
Aviators. I could do that. I could do that. I could change the this Discord. We can change the roles and stuff. Yeah.
New beginnings, new names.
Alrighty, let's do that. Cool, cool. All right, let's write that down. There's a note. To-do list. To-do list keeps growing. Anyways,
We'll make you a poster, give you a hat, and say, join the Aviator. Become an Aviator today. Whole campaign.
The spelling is surprisingly similar to something else I used to do. Aviators.
Oh,
Aviators. That's cool. Man.
I got dirty mind. I'll go somewhere else.
when it's not recorded.
So I used to do it. Oh, here they are.
Oh my gosh, funny guys. So yeah, for you guys that don't know, I've put it in the announcements tab amongst my link there with all the free material. It includes everything that was in the course in Trading Terminal previously. So that course material is here as well available. So you can all look at that, as well as everything we always had before, which is all our live sessions, our one-on-one sessions, these candlelight sessions, and gosh, I don't know what else, mentee webinars, all in one place. So all there, and it's also available online. If you click my links on social media, you'll find the same thing. So that's where you can find all the material, especially for you new guys who are looking for it. Webinar recordings and stuff, all there. Except 3 of the early ones from like 2023. I can't seem to find those recordings. Whatever. Those are outdated anyway. So, what else is on your minds? Everyone getting good summer trading? No?
Sort of. Yes.
Good. So I'm bored out of my mind this summer.
I feel like now with all your free time, Avi, you're going to put some effort and time into swings and going towards that, huh?
Going towards efforts in here, did you say? Time and energy.
No,
in here?
swing. We're putting on swing trades.
Oh, swing trades. Yeah, perhaps. I need to make some excess cash that I don't need first, and then I can put it towards swing trading. At the moment, there's been no trades for a while, so whatever's there is there. I mean, it's plenty. It's more than I need, really. But I'll just keep it in reserve for when I get back to trading, really. But swing trading, I mean, it's okay. Again, my issue with swing trading is capital efficiency. It's not too complicated to do, but it's to go buy options is the most capital efficient thing to do. And to buy options on a swing trading perspective, just go long options. It's quite complicated. Unless you really anticipate a super aggressive move for the next 2 months or something, it's not capital efficient. So you do need a lot of cash to put into it if you want to take a serious position, which basically you have to go equities or shorting options, but then you need a lot of cash for that too. So again, capital efficiency is the only reason I got into options trading. And it's not too complicated to do it within the day. But swing trading, I haven't found a good way to do it, an efficient way to do it. So that's kind of my thinking so far. Unless you have any suggestions, yeah, we'll talk about it.
So, what's your criteria of going into the choosing a swing? So I know, previously you mentioned, it was the energy, so these nuclear things, which you pick up. So, do you pay attention to the earnings? So just like now, earnings season is going on. So what stocks are doing, how they are acting? So, are you planning to build your strategy according to that, or so? What's your criteria?
Yeah, what we talked about before, what I was sharing with you guys with all the nuclear and all that stuff, that was investments. Those are investments I've been in since almost 10 years now, still holding on to those positions. Swing trading is something else completely, and my whole strategy is nothing more than what's described here in this book by Will O'Neill. Most of you already know this
Yeah,
book.
I also have this one.
Yeah. So it's exactly what's in there. I'm a couple of tweaks maybe. Again, I haven't done this stuff in 3 years, 2 or 3 years. But I haven't got a reason to switch from that strategy. I think it's a good one. I think it works nicely. And it's very easy to read. Once you get the tool, as in get their software, everything's on the screen, and you can just quickly make a decision. You don't have to think too much. So that's a good one. I really recommend that book. If you want to get into swing trading, do it that way. The only trouble I have, again, is capital efficiency. And I don't want to go and lock in a couple $1,000,000 just for a swing trade. It's just, I could do other things with that cash.
So that makes sense. But like, it all depends. Like, so everybody has like, okay, how much they want to put into the swing. Like, so I know you want to make it like more capital efficient. Like, so, but I think like majority of the people, they can start like anywhere from like 10 to 50K, like in that case, like for the beginners to start like making the big moves from there. Like, so.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. You can start with that. And just make sure, even with swing trading, just like in day trading, you put your stops in place and find a way to respect them. Stops don't get triggered overnight. As far as I know, they get very tricky. Depends on the broker and whatever, but you want to watch out for those things. So you can't even put on a heavy size. It gets a little risky. So watch those things. And yeah, whatever size you have an appetite for, that's up to you. For me, if it's like, if it doesn't pay 20% per day, then I don't want to touch it. It's a waste of time, because that's what I'm used to with day trading. First show me that, then why would I waste my time? That's kind of, yeah. Jay, go ahead. You got a question?
Hey, Avi, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
Good, man. Have you thought about selling premium in this kind of market? Because it's been kind of stuck in the range, just going sideways. Or have you done it before?
Yeah, I've done it, and it works fine. Again, capital efficiency. And here's the other side of capital efficiency, I guess I don't talk about enough, is mental capital efficiency as well. So to put it very simply, for me to put on any trade, I got to use a certain amount of mental capital. And while I'm doing that, I also want capital efficiency on the same thing. So, but if I have to go in a position where I use the same kind of mental capital and you expend that, but I'm not getting financial capital efficiency on the same thing, well, I'm not going to do it. I want both at the same time. Otherwise, I'm not going to do it. It's a waste of time. So selling premiums, yes, it's not capital efficient. You put down so much cash, lock it up. You don't lose it all if you lose. You hit a stop, but it's just not worth the cash. Make 1% maybe. It's not worth it.
Yeah, it's not, return on investment is not there, but it's just the way the market is. I was kind of thinking of doing like a small position here and there.
I recommend going to Amsterdam instead. Yeah, it's better use of your time and energy rather than trying to figure out little pennies here and there in the market when the market's no fun. Really, don't bother. Don't bother. This summer, at least with my style, it's just not there. It's not even worth showing up as far as trading is concerned. So
it seems that way, yeah.
Yeah, do other things with your time. There will be another time where you can find 20 trades a day, and that'll be right around the corner. So save your energy for that. And all good ones, all very efficient ones, all fast movers, all that stuff. It's not complicated. It happens quick.
For sure. Thanks.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I'd be a quick one. How do you keep your euphoria in check? Like, I'm just telling the guys here, ever since I joined the community, like I'm already like feeling anxious that I'm on a 6-day green win streak. Like, how do you keep that feeling in check?
6-day winning streak. Wow. Firstly, congratulations. Great job. Keep that up.
Thank you.
And first thing you should do is celebrate that. Okay. You got euphoria, go celebrate it. And that's one of the key things about keeping it in check. You go and you truly unload, you share it with your friends and family, share the success, buy them some cake, whatever you like to do. And celebrate that. What you'll find after the celebration is you're actually calmer than you were before. Once you recover, you slow down, you're a couple days out. Gurinder wants tequila. Damn it. Cake, not tequila. Then it's so funny. After a celebration, again, a purposeful celebration, like something you've accomplished or achieved, you go and you share it with your friends and family, celebrate that. And for me, one of the biggest benefits of celebrating is after the fact, you can actually return back to your headspace that got you there in the first place. That's a good thing. So celebrate first. Get it done, right? And then give yourself a little break if you need it, a couple days maybe or whatever. Usually that's just a weekend. And then you'll be already in a better headspace where that euphoria is not really taking over, and you just have to have a little note sitting on your desk to remind yourself to go back into the headspace that got you those results in the first place. Very, very important to have that reminder. Put it somewhere, whatever triggers you to think that way. You got to do that, and then make sure you just stick to your rules, really, because it's, again, with euphoria, it's easy to break your rules. You just think you know what you're doing. And I've done that before. You just start breaking rules, and the truth is, the market will slap you so hard. You know that. So, really, in an odd way to take care of euphoria, go and immerse yourself in it. Celebrate, and you'll find that you'll overcome it. It works. It's the 80-20 way of doing it.
Yeah. Amazing. Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Sure. What do we got here? Sorry, you're saying you're doing swing trading on futures. Yeah, futures makes sense. It's very efficient. Not as efficient as options, but it makes sense. Available on commodities and ETFs. So that's there. There you go. Shane, what are you saying? Got all set up on the live account. Good. Brand new quarter, 3 sim trades, no live trades, no setups. Good. Good discipline, Shane. New live account. Protect it. It's your baby. Always protect the baby, right? Got 3 kids in the house at the moment. Protect them all.
Yeah, never drop the football.
There you go. Very good. Very good. What else you guys got here? We started these candlelight sessions probably 3 months ago, I think, basically because everyone had a lot of questions to look for answers, and we couldn't go through them during the open because we're trading. So that's kind of the whole purpose of this. Once a week on Tuesday, we have this. So bring it out, and we can go through it. What do you got here, Jay? You 5 green day last week. Broke that yesterday, being impatient. Yes, there you go. There you go. So you got to get away when you're having a winning streak or a losing streak. It's important to take a break and get distance from trading. Just simple distance, even physical distance, as in don't go to your trading office or take a vacation, get out of town, whatever you got to do. Because that really, it's amazing how we work as human beings. That refreshes the brain, refreshes the mind amazingly. It's so powerful. We always think we got to fight ourselves to discipline ourselves. No, we don't. Just get out of town, change your headspace, change your environment, and come back when you're, come back with a reset. You get an emotional reset, and then it's good. Then it's really good. I think that's what I'm doing this summer at the moment. I'm hardly trading. I don't think I'll even take a trade. I don't see anything setting up. And I'll be out of town in August and come back towards the end of August and then really get into it. So I'm actually on a bit of a break at the moment, put it that way. Nice and mellow. Oops, what's that? Cool. What else is on your minds, guys? Trades, you want to look at screenshots, you want to look at trade reviews, you want to share a trade, we can go through stuff. That's the whole purpose of this session. Just let me know.
Avi, when did you switch over to the SPY? Or did you always dabble with kind of large cap, the Meg 7 stocks, or was it always the SPY?
I decisively switched over to the SPY in the second quarter of this year. Or was it the first? It was this year. Or late in the first quarter. And the reason was for liquidity. There just wasn't enough liquidity in the options markets in NVIDIA and Tesla and the Mag 7.
Okay.
So that was when I decisively did it. Previously, though, I had dabbled with the SPY while trading other stuff, and I found the SPY incredibly complicated and unnecessary. So I was happy with the Mag 7 until I had to shift. And then, you kind of have to learn how it works and trade it.
So I guess, do you recommend any of us kind of dabbling in with, aside from the Meg 7s and the large cap stocks, do you recommend kind of testing the waters with the mid stocks, or probably not low cap, but mid cap?
I think the Mag 7 are fine and easy, really easy. And I think the danger with the Mag 7 is you get distracted. You have 6 or 7 tickers on your screen, and it can drain your mental energy before you even find a setup. So you don't want that. If it's easier for you to look at one thing, then narrow it down to one thing, one of those 7, perhaps the one that's moving on the day or whatever it is. Or if it really is confusing even to just figure out how to pick one before the open, then just go to the SPY and sit on the SPY. Just literally sit on it. That's what I do. And you don't have to, it's not, at that point, you're not doing it because of liquidity problems. You're doing it because you're just too unstable yourself and you can't keep it together looking at the different things. So just put the SPY on there and sit still. There's nothing else to look at. So that might be easier. I found that really a lot easier for me. No need to have a watch list. No need to spend hours in the pre-market trying to figure it out. Nothing. Just show up and turn it on. Makes it easy, right? Cool. Yeah, you're in the Mag 7 and AMD. It's funny. Mag 7. Can't even think about it now. Shit. Before that, it was all this volatile stuff. Anything with a catalyst. Traded things like BABA and CCL and PLTR even. What was that big, was it Palantir? No, Palantir's PLTR. That bicycle thing that went up through the roof. Peloton. Traded plenty of that. All that was just scalping the open for years. All of that. And never profitable enough. Always just 2R when you're doing it well. So I forget about it. It's not worth it. And of course, then liquidity problems happened later. So that's that. What's that saying? The Joker in that Batman movie. Why so serious? I like that. The silence in this room makes me think of that.
Dave was asking. Dave, you can ask. Like he was just saying that he's having trouble with 30-minute chart or whatever. Like, is it a time for? Yeah, I don't know if he's there.
Dave, yeah, you're here, Dave. What's on your mind?
Yeah, I will like so. For me, I get like confused with the 30-minute charts. Like so, I still like not able to figure out like so how to read them. I'm okay with the 15-minute. Whenever I try like the 30 minutes, I get like that day becomes like my max loss day. I don't know, like so I'm unable to read them. I am unable to execute like as per them. So I need to understand like exactly like how you do the 30-minute charts.
Firstly, you're saying you don't like the 30-minute chart, and you're saying you like the 15-minute chart. Then you're telling me to show you how to do the 30-minute chart. Man, you're all over the place.
Yeah, okay. So why I'm all over the place? Because I see like, okay, so they are like really good, like in terms of stopping the over trading. They don't, you don't get like that much of, what do you call it? Like they always stimulate, like, okay, they're like less stimulating in that way. But still like, I will say like, because I see like, okay, all of our group guys, like, so everybody's like, okay, now they're getting like pretty much consistent. Like, so me, like, so I'm still like on and off, like, so red days, green days, and red days normally bigger than the green days. So that's what I'm trying to avoid now. Like, okay, how I can make myself like more consistent. If 30-minute is working for everybody else, like, so why I can't like, okay, keep my eyes, stick to them and able to like, okay, absorb, see the same thing like how everybody's doing it. Maybe I'm lacking something.
Well, there's everybody and there's you. You don't need an outer body experience and become everybody, do you? You're you. And you're not everyone. You are just you. And you're unique. You have your own skills and talents and perceptions. You got to go with what works with you, not what works for everybody. You should actually go with what works for nobody because it works for you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not a good enough reason to go out there and just change your style just because apparently in your perception, everybody's making money doing something. That's you're chasing your own tail, really. Very simply, you're thinking the 15-minute chart is something you can understand a bit better, but still you're not comfortable with it, still not making profit on it. Okay, That's the reason why you should explore the details of the 15-minute or look into a few different things. That should be the reason, not the reason that I see everybody doing this, they're making money. The reasoning is wrong. You go with that reasoning, you're going to be chasing people all over the internet, basically all these people on the internet saying this is a magic strategy. That's the attitude that you have right now. That's going to land you in trouble with, just chasing the world. So please don't, chasing rainbows. So please understand your reasoning of why you're making your decisions. I think that's really important, because that will, in the end, generate your results. So your reason right now, I think, should be primarily you're not satisfied with the results on the 15-minute chart. All right. Then you have to identify what is the problem with the 15-minute chart for you. Is it that generally you're not finding enough move? Is it it's not moving enough before it hits somewhere and you don't have enough RVR? Or is it too choppy, you're not able to pick up a setup? Or what are the things, one or two things that are causing you the most trouble on the 15-minute chart? Once we know the source of the problem right there, then we can figure out if there's a different time frame that solves that problem. That's the way to think about this.
Yeah, that's a fair statement to say that.
So figure out those little details and then bring that out here, and we can go through it, no problem. Figure out if the daily chart, figure out, something else.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, but please don't go chasing everyone else's results. They're not your results, and they're not even everyone's results. You may have seen one or two or three people. You don't know truly what everyone's doing, right? Don't have those statistics. So don't do that.
Good. It's a right advice, I will say that. Thank you.
Sure. Sure. Sorry, I know I can be brutal, but I think that's what it takes to make it in this business. So.
No, it's okay. That's the purpose of having a mentor. If you say somebody, you are my mentor, so then okay, be ready, to get those words too. If everything is the softy, so then there's no true mentorship, I will say that.
There you go. Alrighty. Good. I'm glad you see it that way. Good. That's the truth about it. That's the truth. You gotta get. I remember learning sports as a young boy. I don't remember one coach who was soft on me, ever. Not one. And that's how it is, and I became quite good with sports. So that's what it takes. Yeah, Shane, go ahead.
I've always just kind of labeled myself as a break-even, non-profitable trader, and the break-even part is just the everyday activity. You're going to have wins, you're going to have losses, and I think that's the FOMO I feel with Dave. He's wanting all the streak to happen now, but most day-to-day stuff, you're going to win trades, you're going to lose trades. The average is going to average out, and I think that's where I'm paranoid right now, because I'm not taking any trades, so I'm not getting out of that non-profitable stage, but I am in the break-even stage still. So analyzing data over quarterly, and then we're only 3 weeks into this quarter. It's hard.
It's hard at the human level, because human beings, what we do, we go to sleep every night. Well, most of us do, and we reset in the morning, right? We wake up, it's a different day, it's a new day. We go unconscious and then we go conscious, and that's our circadian rhythm. That's our human rhythm. We function on that. So for us, it makes sense that everything we calculate is on that daily business, daily cycle. So it's a winning day, it's a losing day, 3 red trades today, 3 green trades today, whatever. We like to think like that because that's in our nature. And the truth is about day trading, though, is if we can escape that kind of thinking, or escape our own circadian rhythm, quite literally, and think bigger. I mean, start with a month, then go to a quarter. At the moment, I'm trying to see if I can do it on a 6-month basis. The bigger you think, the bigger your results will be, generally speaking. And then you won't get fussed about a losing week or a whole month without finding a setup or any of that. It's just nothing, because in a perspective of 6 months or 1 year, it's nothing. It's a joke. 12 months in a year. So what if 2 months, and those 2 months were in a row, you couldn't even find a trade? So what? What's the big deal? It's nothing. So the bigger you think, the less you'll get caught up in the ups and downs of day trading. And day trading will give you ups and downs on a circadian rhythm. Massive ups and downs. We know this. So that's the only way to escape it, really, is to think bigger. And the other thing is, I think that's very important that you said, is you're labeling yourself as a break-even or a losing trader. I think that's straight up wrong. Straight up. Just don't talk to yourself like that. You deserve better. It's your self-talk that makes you who you are, that actually drives your behavior. How do you identify yourself? Who are you to you? You know, and then that's when you get into the feeling is the secret stuff, the meditation stuff. You start living in the present rather than the past, because you're labeling yourself in the present right now as this break-even guy, which is nothing more than what it was yesterday. That was you yesterday or last month or whatever, right? You go off statistics. Well, the statistics are not in the present. They're all collected from the past 6 months of trading or whatever it is, right? But the reality of human beings is you are standing right here, right now, in this moment. You are not a break-even trader. You're not a losing trader. You're not a winning trader. You can choose, actually. That's the fun part. You choose. That's what I like to do. I just bring myself to the present as much as possible and don't identify myself as something that I did in the past or accomplished in the past or something that happened in the past. All that's irrelevant. You know, I could say, I used to be a moderator. I can go around telling the world I used to be a moderator. That's bullshit. I'm not. I'm here right now. That's it. I just day trade. And that's it. That's all I'm doing. So you got to stay in the present and avoid the future as well. I recommend only spending about 5% of your energy thinking about the future. You just have to do a little bit of planning. I hardly do any planning at all. Because the truth is, whatever plans you may make and all, you spend a tremendous amount of your present energy trying to fix that future. And then when the future comes, you're trying to fix the future after that. And you just, never-ending misery cycle. It's not going to happen. It's not going to work, and plans change anyway, especially when you're day trading. So as far as the future is concerned, stay in the present, because that'll create your future. That's the 80-20 of it. So now in the present, choose. You want to call yourself a break-even trader? You want to call yourself a $10 million man? What do you want to call yourself? Go and close your eyes, go into your own mind, into your own daydream, and do it. Live the daydream. And that's meditation, really. It's like purposeful daydreaming, really. And it's incredibly powerful, because you come out of that daydream or out of that meditation, your behavior is conducted by what happened in that daydream. Really, you start realizing you're doing things differently, and then the results come in the future that you never planned for, because you're too busy in the present. That's really how life works, in my opinion. And that's how I've gotten results in trading. That's got me more results than any fucking moving average or anything. Really, this is how you really do it. So really dig into this stuff. And I'm telling you more and more about the present. Again, the Zen Trader book is really good, but that's only the first step. The Feeling is the Secret book, about how do you tap the subconscious mind through meditation and have that subconscious mind believe something, which is your choice to make it believe. You choose what you feed it. And its job is to spit it back out in the form of your own behavior and your own decision making, which then generates the results that you fed it in the first place. And it's amazing how this works. You say you're an engineer. Well, this is how machines work. The subconscious and the conscious mind, they work really well. It's a really great machine. You just got to understand their roles and where to feed what and how to do it. And everything becomes effortless. It's all 80-20. Everything's effortless. It's pretty fucking cool, I'm telling you. So start thinking about things in that way, and get all the statistics or whatever. You don't need the past, put it that way. You just don't need the past. Yeah, Gurinder, go ahead.
Yeah, I think that I was gonna say that labeling thing when Rahman was talking about 6-day winning streak or whatever. I think because we started labeling, it's good because it's 6 days winning, you're making money. But in the end, did you execute the trade and made the money, or did you take a super trade and made money and call it a good day? But that comes with the label, how you label. And when it becomes to, that you're scared that you want to break that, but and then you were scared, and you just got to be aware of it, that you have a fear lurking there, and you got to put the next trade with the strategy, and call it a day. It's a green or red, it's still a good trade. And I think I read the book called the mental whatever of trading, mental part of trading, or that, I don't know the right name, but that's the whole book is based on that, you being aware of your thoughts and labeling one, is it a good trade because it made money, or is it a good trade because you did what you expected yourself to do? Yeah, so that was a really good point, labeling.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's right, man. Label it and get it done, and label it correctly, and get it done. And a lot of this journaling stuff, I mean, that's important. I think it has a place. You kind of, at least at a technical level, you learn a few things about what you're doing, and you figure out what not to do, and then what works for you. Okay, that's fine. But for me personally, journaling, and I think this works for everybody, really. One of the big points of journaling that it really helps is it's a very cathartic experience. Whatever the trade was or trading day was, end of the day, you journal it. You write down those 3 trades or 5 trades you took or whatever. You're getting it out of your system and onto that piece of paper or that Excel chart or whatever you're doing. And it's out of your system. You just got to get it out. And then you can move on with the rest of your life until the market opens again the next day. That's really another important part. And then in that, labeling correctly so that it doesn't hurt you in the future. That's all good stuff. I love it. Yeah, love the way you guys think. You're all in the places that at least I like to be in. Good. These are all good questions. I got to say, these questions are far more interesting than when we first started these sessions. It was like, what's a green candlestick? Oh, fuck.
It's a candle that's green.
Yeah, damn it. I'm not going to stay here for this.
Technically, Avi doesn't have green candlesticks.
No green candlesticks. Just white and red, and I'm telling you, I could do this on a black and white screen too if I had to. It's just the simplest thing in the world, really. Just simple indicators. You don't need much. You just don't. But yeah, that's what it is. Cool. What else, guys? What else is on your minds?
Yeah, Avi, can you take a look at? Sorry, I'm not sure if we can talk charts right now. Is that okay?
Why is it not okay?
I don't know. I thought this.
We don't want to give Mark any more FOMO.
just eyeing Tesla right now. It's trying to break that high, not the high up day, but it's a key level which it got rejected off of as well earlier.
Could you share your screen? Mine's off. I've shut down DOS a while ago. Share your window that you're in the trade. We can look at it as you're doing it live, and we can see.
I like the rapid. Ooh.
Yeah.
He got called to the front of the classroom.
Yeah, come on up. If you're not comfortable, that's all right. I'll open up my DOS again, but it's easier if you do it because the question, everything's on your chart.
I'm trying to figure out how do you share your screen on this Google Meets.
Near the bottom in the middle, there's the share screen button, a little square with.
Oh, okay, there. Yeah, there it is. Got it.
And it'll give you a choice to share a window or a screen, so whatever you're comfortable with.
Yeah, I think it's this one here.
All right, there we go. There we go. That looks different. Something new for my eyes. Thank you.
What is that triangle thing going on there?
It's witchcraft.
Yeah, right.
He's casting a spell on Tesla.
So this is what I was looking at, this key level here. There's 3. Oh, geez, 1 second. So.
Yeah, for anybody who doesn't know, me and Ray go back and forth about trend lines, and it's good. It's good fun.
I love these conversations. Entertainment.
So this kind of level right here, 330, 35, 40-ish area here. So we can see it's still setting higher highs, higher lows, except this candle here had a nice, decent pullback, and then price wants to go higher. And now, right when I mentioned this is what I was looking at. It was kind of a weak breakout, and then the candle came back down. Was trying to hold it, but now it's showing weakness again, showing lots of sellers are sitting at these levels, and AKA respecting that trend line.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I see it. I saw it. I saw the line that you drew at the very top of that one and said it touched it.
Yeah. Oh man, that's funny.
So what's the question? What do you want to know about?
So it's what I think that setup just got invalidated after I just saw this. So question no longer exists.
Well, I can tell you before it even got to that line, probably a minute before, I could tell you it's not going to go up. It's going to be a false breakout.
Like
Most
right here?
Yeah.
Is it because of this candle here?
No, it's because it's not a good consolidation before breaking out. The best consolidations, where I would put risk on, is where the top is flat because the top of these 1 minute candles keep hitting that level, and the bottom ideally is going higher, so you have that ascending wedge. I don't see that here. Especially look at that first time it did a false breakout just after 10:30.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look, a minute before that I could have told you, or 2 minutes before I could have told you, it's not going to be a real breakout because it doesn't consolidate well before it goes. It's going to be a false breakout, most likely. And same situation here. You don't have that nice ascending wedge. Like I would put risk on an ascending wedge. Here you go. Now this time, watch it. Even if it breaks out, watch it should come back and consolidate at 331, just above the high that was 4 or 5 minutes ago. That would be healthy. But you want a good consolidation. Actually, this is a good consolidation. Sorry, look at these 3, 4, 1 minute candles that bounced off the 9 EMA right there.
Yeah.
That's the one. That's a much better one than what we've seen so far in the last 30 minutes on this chart. All day actually. So this is a better setup. Not ideal again. I like an ascending wedge, but it's much better than previously. Now after it's breaking out, let it come back. Volume's coming. There you go. Let it come back and bounce off the top of that candle that it just broke out from. And why are you moving a level that you said was a level you believe in? Now you don't believe in it. You just moved.
No, sorry, it was right here. Right here.
You believe in it, then you put it wherever you want. What the fuck?
You literally change it, bro.
It's this guy.
No, this was literally the level. This was the one that I had marked right
Oh
here.
my god.
330.40.
Fucking degenerate trading.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ray.
Oh my god.
Put another little level there if you want. Don't move the one you believe in.
No, sorry. When I took those other mess out, that's wanted to make it a little bit clear.
Alrighty.
I do want to add that the only reason why I don't like trend lines is because for the most part, it can give you a confluence to go long or short at a point. Because like it's either going to break the flat part or it's going to keep going with the trend, and it gives you, that.
But like I said in our previous discussions too, it's just like the EMAs. You don't just take the trade off of the EMA. It's just as an added confluence with the rest of the other stuff that's aligning with your setup, right? It's not just like, oh, I just broke the trend line, you take the trade. It's just kind of recognizing that, okay, the trend might be shifting, that the change in direction is occurring in the market structure, right? So it's just recognizing those areas. That's essentially all it is.
Yeah, a pivot point. And then the EMA gives you the direction of where the arrow's flying. Just the trend line is like, when is it going to do something? But it doesn't tell you which way.
Yeah,
at that point.
Take a look at this. This was literally hood today. Like all day when it was this steep. Like that was literally my exit point as well, as an added confluence with a trend line, all the way from this point here. Even when I took that trade, it didn't take me out. It didn't break above that, obviously because there was that key horizontal level there as well. But aligning with this as well, and just kept remaining below this trend line, and that's why it made me stay in the trade longer until I got to this point here. I was like, all right, saw the higher low, and yeah, so it's just an confluence.
Yeah, I agree. But why that breaking the flat level wasn't enough for you?
Sorry, say it again.
Why breaking the flat level at 103.58 wasn't enough for you? Why you had to draw another line to?
It just helps me, like personally, like I've tried this a lot. It helps me stay in trades a lot longer too. So I don't start like just out of excitement or out of fear, start fully closing out of my positions. Yeah. This way, my rule is that as long as price remains below this trend line, I'm going to stay in the trade. And oftentimes that with this method here, I've been able to catch kind of like really big moves. Just by simply adding this here. It just helps me, like my visual, my psychology, I guess, just stay in the trade a little bit longer than I want to.
That's cool. I just because for me, like because I don't drop trend line. For me, dropping below that flat line, that's enough confirmation to get on trade. But cool.
Yeah, when you used it as a confidence meter and then used it to get out of your trade, I think that's great. But using it as an entry mechanism is
So like I said, I don't just it's never for entry. It's just as in a kind of conference meter, like you just mentioned. So actually, where was this?
Watch the daily high on this one on Tesla. it's broken through a small high, and if it's got enough in it, it can break that high of day, which so far it's rejected. But this little consolidation right now would make sense if it consolidates the right way to break the high of day. Again, very powerful scalping setup. I don't know anything about a trend here. I don't see it. On the 30-minute. Actually, yeah. On the 30-minute looks okay. I might think of it to go to 335.
Yeah.
It's got to break that high of day, though.
Yeah, the 5, the 30, and the 60-minute orb
so
are right around this area. So
Yeah, so even this
anticipate-
retest was nice here.
Yeah, there you go. That's that retest, and it should do the same thing for the next high of day, the real high of day. Then you got something. Wow, this is the first time I'm looking at a chart in a long time, which has a lot of things on it. Blowing my mind. There's a level 2 as well. Look at that. No, sorry, that's an options chain. There's a.
That's right. That's options chain.
Oh, wow. Gosh. Very cool.
Here, I'll bring the time and sales here. Oops. Oh, jeez. It's because it's not stuck.
So you got volume. You even got an average volume indicator. You got 2 moving averages. You got lines that are not horizontal. And you got this thing that's running and flashing.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I know it's a lot for your 80-20, Avi.
Life's going the wrong direction at the moment.
Oh, that was.
There you go.
Oh, there it is. Look at that.
Mm-hmm. Check the volume on these breakouts. You need it to be explosive.
Yeah, it wasn't as more.
Put the high of day indicator. Put the high of day line on your chart. The previous high of day, that was an hour ago. I would look at that very firmly. Make sure it's truly bouncing off of that.
Previous idea was all the way up here.
No. Today.
Oh, today.
Yeah, it's just about bouncing off it now. That's where you want to enter. Watch that breakout. Looks like just happened. The bounce happened like 10 seconds ago. That was the entry.
Yep, increased volume. Right, it's there.
Yeah, that was the entry. Just 10 or 15 seconds ago.
Oh, look at that. There it goes.
Oh, yeah. There's volume. Oh, sorry. I didn't know I had my mic on.
Hot mics are quite entertaining, I gotta say.
Oh, I'm not in it. I was just talking out loud to myself. Like, yep, there it is. There's the volume. Go. It's legit. You know, if I would have taken an ORB here, it would have probably been right at the break of 330.50, the $0.50.
Yeah.
The pre-fire, as somebody call it in this room.
Look at that, just climbing stairs.
Yes, and that's healthy. Now what you want is to keep doing that same kind of behavior above high of day, ideally. That way you can hold the trend. Otherwise, it gets hard to hold the trend. You have to partial out. Cool.
Awesome. That's all I wanted to share.
Good. Yeah, very good. Thanks for sharing that. Cool. All right. What I'll do here, guys, is I'll stop this recording. That way I can get it up this evening. And things will happen pretty fast now since basically I have the recording. I can just pop it up. Don't have to wait for a couple of days. Where is it? There.